What's up, guys? Alexander Thomas here. Welcome back. We're doing the pre-release pack for Merge of Karlov Manor. This is a pre-release kit that I got. This is the third one of these I will be opening, so I probably won't see anything that I haven't seen before. But this might be the first time you guys have done it, and I spent about $40 on this, so hopefully get money back. And because Wizards has raised the prices, it's going to be likely this might be the last one of these I actually do, because of how expensive these have been in the past here. So let's see here if we can get. And I have not. Oop, I don't need this anymore. So this, I'm actually very interested. I think this set was it's a really good set. I haven't drafted it yet, but I've done the pre-release kit for it, so we'll see how well it does for it. And hopefully we get a little bit better for this thing. So first off, let's go ahead and look at some of the cards that we're looking for. I've actually got most of the cards already in here. I'd like to get some more of the mythics that are in this set. I would love to get any of these mythics here. Any of them. I've gotten the one planeswalker from the set, which I thought was kind of weird. And there's plenty of other cards of it. I've gotten most of these mythics from the set before or so. Not really looking to be specific, because hopefully looking for a profit. We'll see what the actual price for these cards as well. As of right now, the most expensive card in the tabletop price, not the change, is the Lylan of Guy Pack. I have not gotten this one, so that's one of the cards we have to be looking for in this set here. I've made my money back on each one of them before, but we'll see how well we get for this one. Alright, so let's go and get into the pack. They made these a lot easier to open. At least I hope they did, because I don't remember how hard I had first, if I struggled with this or not. Oh, made in the USA. Die is manufactured in China. So basically, the die is not supposed to last very long. Is that what I'm understanding? And the weird thing is they actually made this one a little bit different, is they actually had every box a different color that's in here. I have had the yellow one, I've had a blue one, and it looks like we are going to have another blue one. So, and those don't mean anything. We got plenty of these token things, but we don't need to worry about those. Anyways, hopefully we get our money back for it. I'm going to keep track of the price value over here on my can I just do this up here? Yeah, I'm just gonna keep track of the prices up here over here on my other computer, so you guys won't see what it is, but I will keep track of it as well. All right. There's still 6 packs here, and there's one promo card. We'll get to the promo card last. And we actually get a new die. I had the purple one, I've had a blue one, now I've had I guess this is a white one? That's pretty. Oh, I broke. No, I didn't break. So we got 6 packs. I'm putting that one back. And we'll see what we get for these, because this is going to be interesting. There's a lot of cards in here. There is, of course, the best card, I think. I don't think the Planeswalker is super useful in this one, but it's not terrible. Most expensive card, of course, is the Leyland. I would love to see this one here. Manifest wouldn't be great either. Anything it's any of these top 4 cards. Anything that's like $6 or more is probably reasonable. We're gonna go to pack 1. Now I will say this: they have lowered the number of cards in the packs as well. So there's art cards. Art cards we're gonna ignore because they don't mean anything. At least I don't think. Alright, so when I take a look at these things, I will calculate it. We got Novus Inspector, 25 cents. I also did take a week to make sure this thing was going to be kind of accurate. I will explain some of the things as well going into this first pack. Investigate is create a clue token. So you would create a clue token, and then at some point you can pay 2 at any time to sacrifice it and draw a card. Haven't seen that one yet, so we got some good. Bubble Smuggler, Disguise. Disguise is another thing that they added to the set. It's a bit like Morph. Morph is similar to this. Disguise in this case is you pay 3, and then later you turn it over for the amount of mana cost. Which is kind of weird because Morph is a little bit easier because it kind of worked out well. It's a 2/1 creature, but it does become a 6/5 creature if it's turned face up. Disguise is actually an interesting thing for it. I don't know that it's the best they've ever done, but it does have Disguise, which means it has Ward 2 while it's face down. Next one we have a Gearbane Orangutan, which is an ape. It's 19 cents. It says reach, and whenever it enters the battlefield, you choose one of them. You destroy target artifact, or you can sacrifice an artifact. And if you do, put 2 counters on this creature. Not bad, not bad. Card number 81 is something, I don't know. You can either make opponent discard 2 cards, or opponent reveal their hand, and you can choose a non-land from among them. I guess the context is the opponent gets to choose which cards they view it. It is 18 cents. Alright, we got ourselves Vengeful Creeper. 182. It is 21 cents. And it has Disguise, and whenever it turns face up, I can destroy an artifact or an enchantment an opponent controls. We got another interesting creature here. Gadget Technician. I actually like the things I can actually pronounce some of these cards. Gadget Technician is you can turn it. It's 21 cents. And when it's turned face up, you create a colorless 1/1 Thopter. Enters battlefield or turn face up. So there's really, I guess you can pay it for 1 less if you don't have enough lands. That's not bad. Crowd Control Warden. It has Disguise. It's 193. It's a 4/4. 18 cents. Put another lock on. Whenever it enters battlefield or is turned face up, you put a 1/1 counter on X number of creatures you control. Wait, what? When it enters battlefield or is turned face up, put X plus 1/1 counters, where X is the number of creatures you control. Oh, on it. I was misreading the card. That is insane. Imagine disguising that, turning it face up. If you have the more creatures you have, the more insane that is. That's ridiculous. That's a common? I think it's a little bit more overpriced there, a little bit. That's insane. Number 20, we got this deuce. You can draw a card and investigate. It's not bad. It's not bad. Our first uncommon, if I remember correctly how these work, you get 1 to 4 rares or mythics. Then you get 3 to 6 uncommons, 6 to 9 commons, and 1 land card of 1 rarity of any traditional foil. And then you get traditional foil land replaces 20% of these boosters. List cards are actually included, so it's possible we get list cards. They would have a different symbol. Okay, 20. So that's the next one here is 96. List cards are cards that were way back in the day. You're not gonna see like Black Lotus or anything like that, but you'll see cards there, and they're really expensive. So we get one of those, that'd be really nice. When this enters the battlefield, you lose 3 life. And it's flying. I guess it's one of those cards you would disguise and just forget they actually ever turn over face up. Oh wait, because you can. Okay, that makes sense. Because then you can turn it face up, and it doesn't enter it's not entering the battlefield at that point. So it's like mystery. That's actually interesting. We got card number 253. A lumbering laundry. Until enter turn, you may look at face down creatures you don't control at any time. Wow. That's that could be broken. Oh, look, we got a Killer Among Us. This is one of the most useless cards I have seen in the set. Okay, let me rephrase this. It's not useless. It is one of the weirdest cards I've ever seen. A Killer Among Us. So what it does is you create a human, you create a merfolk, you create a goblin, and then you circles choose one of those 3. Human, merfolk, or goblin. And then whenever I can sacrifice it, I reveal one of them, and then target attacking creature token is chosen to put 3 1/1 counters on it and get that touch on another turn. So it could be really good, but it's kind of was weirdly worded. Yes. Oh, we got our first case. Cases is something else to add. It's not really much else. It's just basically we got cases. We got the rare. Basically, what happens with cases? Whenever it's in the field, the first ability occurs. I can't do both at the same time. So we got instant sorceries, cost 1 less to cast. Then when you solve, if you casted 4 or more instant sorceries this turn, so actually this one's very difficult to actually cast. Then if it's when it's solved, and then after you've done that, at the end step it becomes solved. And it says, whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell, you draw a card. This is so weird. I'm not sure I would ever use this. Just because that is, like, kind of weird. Card number 19, we gotta go look at this differently, is 24 cents normally, but as the foil, it is 1 cent more. Yay. And I didn't actually mark card 45 what it was, the price was. Oh, okay, 84 cents plus 84. And then we're going to get ourselves a basic land, which I'm going to credit each of the basic lands as 15 cents. Because I'm going to check this, but I'm pretty sure 277 is plains. Okay, it's 14 cents. Minus 0, 1. Okay, so they do have nouns. And then we got a human token, which is, okay. So out of that pack, we got $3. So after pack 1, We have $3.28. That is really sad. And I know you guys thinking, oh, that's a pretty big, that's a loss. The problem is, it is so much lower now. That's actually terrible. That's not even half the value. The tax prices now are, how is it? I think the pack prices right now are $7.99, $8 a pack now. So this was an absolute terrible pack. Cool, I got some cool cards. That was basically it. All right, moving on to pack number 2. Hopefully, get more luck. There wasn't even an art card in that one. There's supposed to be an art card. Where's the art card? There's no art card in here. Wizard, you lied. Unless it says it's supposed to be a replacement token. What does it say? It says make 10 Man. I think it's an art. Actually, I think what it is supposed to be either an art card or a token of some sort. And tokens are useful in somewhat. There's an art card in this one, so art cards are worthless. So we don't really care about having those. Anyways, moving to this, we have Innocent Bystander 133. At least they have things easy to pronounce. I've had problems before. Plus 22. Oh, 20. Whenever it is dealt 3 or more damage, investigate. Okay, so when it dies, investigate. That one's weird. Not terrible, I guess, because I guess if you put counters and things on it, enchantments on it, then it's not bad. That's an Innocent Bystander again. We get card number 76. Alien is silent. Ally is silent. It has a disguise for 6. It enters tapped. Whenever it's turned face up, each target opponent loses 3 life and you gain 3 life. So it either enters tapped for 3, or you can pay 3 and then pay 6 later to make opponent lose life. I guess that's not terrible. It's just not exactly the best card. Nervous Gardener. You can disguise it for 1, or you can disguise it for 3 and then you put it for 1. It's much cheaper. And whenever it's turned face up, you can search the library for a land card with a basic land type. And it doesn't. In this case, you actually can choose any land that has the basic land type. So you can't choose caves, for example. But Nervous Gardener is 18 cents. That's okay. That's not terrible. $2.65. Public Informer. We got ourselves. Oh, when it enters, so you have to. So here's this one's actually an interesting card. Basically, enters the field tapped. And then it's sacrificed unless you tap an artifact or land card, which can be treasure tokens and anything that is. This is actually a different one, I think, from the one I actually have. Untapped artifact or land card. So you can pay. Basically, it's like tap a land in addition, pay 1 in addition to playing it. Otherwise, it gets sacrificed. Kind of. That's decent. We get card number 40. It says, whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, you may sacrifice an artifact. If I do, draw a card. This card's absolutely useless. You want it's a 4/5. Okay, I get that. But at what point are you gonna be able to pay 5 and then sacrifice something? This is like a one-time occurrence probably, and that's what I'm gonna say. We got pick your poison, 170. All right, 4 cents. Either opponent sacrifices a artifact, opponent sacrifices enchantment, or opponent sacrifices a creature flying. All of them, and it's all opponents. That's an interesting card. It's not great, but it's not bad. Oh, everyone's favorite card because it makes sense. Murder. That's printed so much I don't even need it. It says destroy target creature. Converse to kill. It's actually an alternate art. So I think I actually have to look this one up differently because it is alternate art. Let me see if I can. MGC. Because I don't think this will show up. 311? No, it doesn't show up. I have to look this up differently, which is kind of, it is coerced. Coerced to kill. It is showcase form, not foil, but it's just showcase. It is 21 cents, cool. You can control its pay 5. You control a enchantment creature, but each enchanted creature is base power 1/1 as Death Touch and an assassin into its own. So basically, I'm going to control your creature, and it's 1/1 now. Hurts me a little bit. It's okay. Back to the original form, we have card number 16, Formal Feline. I don't know why we have that. It is disguise. When it's turned face up, you can return another target permanent you control to its owner's hand, and then put a 1/1 counter on it. So make it a 2/2 if you turn face up, or you can pay for 1, or you can make it 1/1. That's interesting. 213. Whenever it enters battlefield, destroy target token opponent controls. That's probably not as useful in the previous sets, but it's more useful in this set because there's plenty of other things you can use. Oh! Guys, we got it. The Leyline of Guile Pack, 20 plus $21.50. We got it. It can enter the field with, you can put it, if it's on your hand, at the beginning of the turn, you can put it in the field instead. That's the only time you're going to play it. Each non-land permanent control is all colors. Ooh. And lands you control, it's all basic land types. Let me see if I have any sleeves, because I kind of need to sleeve that. No, they're over here. I have plenty of these. Yeah, that's definitely a sleeve one. Sleeve that in a second once I get to the next card. Next card is, I'm going to sleeve that because we're definitely going to have to keep that. Well, we haven't gotten it, but it's definitely a sleeved card. No doubt. We got number card 114, which is a case. These are rare, sadly. Plus $1.35. It says, to solve, you have to have no cards in your hand, which is pretty common for me to have no cards in my hand. At the beginning of your end step, discard your hand, draw 2 cards. Okay, that's it. So basically, okay, I have no hand. Okay, I have no cards in my hand. I will discard my hand. I have no hand cards, and I will draw 2 cards. Oh, it's even if your upkeep. Okay, so yeah, I could see it being used. Then we got a struct occasion that's also a foil, which means we have to go ahead and do it differently. Extract a confession. That just seems so weird. It's foil. It's 24 cents, so Nice. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. Now, okay, this is another thing they added to the set. Evidence 6. So, you have to have cards in your graveyard for this to work. You exile cards until you reach the total number of mana cost. So, for example, this if you were exiling this card, it costs 2. It's whatever its converted mana cost is. So technically, if you wanted to, you could technically exile lands too, but I don't know why you would want to do that generally. But each opponent sacrifices a creature. If evidence was collected, so 6 evidence was collected, then each creature sacrifices the creature with the greatest power they control instead. So basically, either opponent sacrifices a creature or opponent sacrifices a creature with the greatest power. That's what I get. That's pretty nice. Not worth a whole lot, but it's decent. We got card 2. Plus 13 cents. Yeah, not surprised there. And then we got a clue token. Clue tokens are worth absolutely nothing. I'm very sure about that. I'm just curious. I'm not gonna. I don't think. We won't do this once. Clue. Yeah, as you see, there's so many of them, and then there's none of them. So we can just forget that one. But we definitely got our money back out of that pack. The new amount is after that pack. After pack 2, we have $28.63, which means, unfortunately, that does technically mean we still haven't actually reached it. We got 4 more to go, and we might get another one of these. Who knows? These are all still randomized, so we don't know what we're getting. We got another useless token. I'll tell you that much. Number 17, Griffin Tracker. And it's 21 cents. Whenever it enters battlefield, exile 2 cards from a single graveyard. Up to 2 cards. Okay, so basically, you would target your opponent generally. Yeah, I don't know why you ever would target yourself. Alright, we got Jaded. We got number 17, Jaded Analyst, I believe is what it's called. 60s. It cost 21 cents. If you've drawn your second card, it loses a defender and gains vigilance. So it basically becomes vigilance if you draw 2 cards. Decent. We got ourselves our lifelink creature. Something savior. Yeah. It says it has a sky, so you can pay 3, then pay 2 for 1 less, 2 less later. And then becomes, whenever it enters, it turns face up. Another target creature gains lifelink. It has flying and lifelink. And I will point out this: whenever you have disguise, when it turns face, it does not need haste because it's already been on the fields. Disguise means that it's turned face up. It can still technically attack, if I'm correct about that. I'm just going to make sure I'm event. I'm pretty sure disguise means you can attack with it on turn. That's not what I'm looking for. MGT. Just to make sure I'm right about that. It's in mirrors. It's 40 cards, guys. I think it's a little more than that. 2/2 colorless, typeless. Creature with Ward 2. It morphs. Yeah, he is. Yes, as creature has a name better. It has no name or creature types. 2. You can cast the card face down. Face down. If you have permission to cast the card, yeah, so it has to have the thing. It won't be so much surprise for your opponents. Maybe he'll still be advantage. That's for 2. It can still be shocked for 2. Manamorph rules. This. If I'm correct, if you disguise a card and you turn face up, it's already been on the field, therefore it doesn't have summoning sickness. That's what I understand. So I think if I'm correct, you can attack with a creature that has disguise. We've already done that one. On the turn, you flip it over. Well, you can't if you so if you disguise it and then you flip it over, then you wouldn't be able to attack with it. But if it was already on the field and you overturn it, then you can. Then you can't attack with it because it's already been on the field. If I'm understanding correctly, I might be wrong about that, but that's what I'm understanding from the rules. Okay, whenever another creature with power 2 or less enters the battlefield, surveil 1. Look at the top card of your library and then say, either I like this card or I don't like this card. If you like it, put it back on the top. If you don't like it, put it in your graveyard. Slime against Amandi. We got cards against Amandi, guys. Oh my, what? I'm sorry. It's $3.27. Is this card going to be banned or something? Create an XX or 0/0 green ocean, put X 1/1 counters on it, where X, which is X is 2, plus the number of cards you own the exile that are oozes and or cards in the deck can have as many limits. How? What? I think it's a little bit worse than you might think. I guess it's automatically a 2/2 creature, at least. And if you have, I guess you could build. Actually, you could build. What if you build a deck on these? Maybe we'll do that at some point on Magic Arena to see how it works. 2/25. It has disguise. It's an elf rogue. When it's turned face up, target creature gains an indestructible until end of turn. It is 20 cents. I'll discard one of them. And then we got an on the job. I feel like this is kind of weird. It is not foil, but it is a showcase, and will not have 1 since I did it plus 19. It says creature you control will get +2/+1 and investigate. That's interesting. That's interesting. Eliminate the impossible. I feel like this is this set kind of reminds me of just having Clue, just being a Clue game. Imagine Wizards making a set, or an actual Clue game based off of Wizards. Investigate. Creatures your opponent control are -2/-1. If any of them are suspected, then none of them are suspected. And the suspected means it has minutes. But can't block. We got another night where it's 96. We've already looked at that card. It's not good. That's kind of weird. We got another. It's only the second duplicate we've gotten, I think, that I know of. 20 cents for that one. I'm not going to go over any of the cards we've already gone over because I don't want to take so much time. Feast Leech. 21 cents. Whenever it deals commander, you mill 2 cards. And it gets +2/+1, 2/+2 if you pay 2 in black, 1 in black. Why would you want to? That's kind of weird. You want to mill yourself? Seems a little bit weird. So someone would not want to block it if you want me to make units. I guess if you were playing on a deck that wanted to get rid of cards. Oh, we got rare. It's 243. It is. That is not 243. That's 242. It is $6. When a creature enters the battlefield under your control, deals 1 damage to each opponent. There's several cards like that. We'll make a set basically about damaging eventually. Just for that, I will put that in a sleeve because it's cool. It's cool looking. It's $6. I got Furious Rage. No risk cards yet. This is foil, so Villainous Rage is foil. 25 cents plus 25. We are over 43. And then we got actually even a different kind of land. It's 273. Yeah, okay, it's 35 cents. And then we have this snake. And a lot of these things will have this that says taste calm suspected. And it actually says on the card, suspected. A special feature has minutes it can't block. There's also flying. There's a -1/-1. There's a poison counter, stun counter, +1. There's an unlock. I don't know where that comes from. There's all poison. There's only one card in this entire set that has poison. So, good luck in finding that card. All right, we're about halfway. We're halfway, and we're at after pack 3. I think we've almost made our money back. We haven't quite made it yet. We're at $40.58. We're not quite there yet because let me make sure. Look at this. Okay, so we are past the point where it is minutes. So we are currently kind of on a position where we're making profits now. We have no list cards yet, but we got some good cards. I don't really know what list cards are in here. Does it say what my list? But list cards are on 12% of play boosters. So in theory, I should have gotten one by now. I think because 12%. How many boosters have it? If I did 100, 12 over 100 of those would have a. Let me do a calculation here. If I did that correctly, 12% of boosters should have it. So that means if I open 12, divide by... I've opened 18 boosters so far. Well, no, I've opened 20 technically. So I've opened 20. How many of those boosters have I opened? Because each one of these had one. Because I got one for the pink. I would have gotten at least one. I got one booster for each one of those because I didn't have any wins. So that's 7 boosters. 7 times 3 minus 1, and I've opened 2 more. So I've had 22, which means in theory, I should open one probably in this video. I don't know what list cards are in here though. It says lists for 12%, so I should get one at least once. Maybe not in here. Maybe not this one. I kind of doubt they put list cards in this, but we'll see. And list cards are ridiculously expensive, by the way, so at least I hope. We've got card number 60. Let's see. Whenever this enters the battlefield, return up to one target creature to its opponent's hand. If you control it, you investigate. Cool. Not that bad. And the list cards will be in the very back of each of these packs. 143. If it attacks, if it's not suspected, you may suspect it. That's 20 cents. Yeah, it's 5 for 5. We got ourselves Rot. How about I gotta look at the numbers. Rot Farm more. 20 cents for that. As digital cost, you can put evidence 6, and if you do, then it gets a 1 counter and you gain 2 life. Market Watch Phantom. I think I've gotten most common card I've gotten so far. Whenever another creature with power 2 or less than it gains flying until another turn. Out Cold. I don't think I've pulled this one. Oh yeah, I definitely haven't pulled this one. 66. It is 19 cents. It can't be countered. Tap up to 2 target creatures and put a stone counter on each of them. Then you investigate. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good card in common. Dramatic Accusation. It's 53. It's tap a chain creature when it enters the field, and then it doesn't untap. And then you can actually make it shuffle it back into your opponents. There's a white version that's better than this. So it's like tap chain creature, then you can exile it, which actually probably doesn't really work too well in this format. But I don't know. Soul Intervention. I believe that's what it's called. 106. It's 23 cents, and it says, when it enters battlefield, target creature gets -4/-4. Whenever one more creature leave the graveyard, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Interesting card. We got card number 171. It is 20 cents. And it has hexproof as long as it's not my turn. As long as it's my turn, it has hexproof. And it can't be blocked by creatures that don't have a name. Interesting. Very interesting. We got... This is the weirdest... I honestly think this is the weirdest card. Deadly... It is showcased. It's not foil, it's just showcased. It says destroy target creature. So you choose one or both. So you destroy target creature, or you put 1 counter on target creature, target suspected creature. If you may have it no longer become suspected. Pretty interesting card. It's one of the weird cards, but it's interesting. It's 25 cents. I'll get Mist with Spy. This is actually one of my favorite cards from the set so far for commons or uncommons. It says it has disguise, and whenever it's turned face up, whenever a creature deals combat damage to a player, investigate. Cool. We got a nice little rare here. It's 140. I don't know what this is. Plus 55 cents. Whenever it or another creature is turned face up, it deals damage equal to its power to target opponent. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Oh, then we got another one. This is actually pretty cool. It's actually foil, so we have to look it up here. It is called the lovely Dog Walker. I don't get it. Actually, to rephrase that, that's not Dog Walker. That's Dogs Walker. There are 2 dogs in this image here. So whenever it turns face up, put 2 1/1 dogs tapped. 1/1 dogs, white dogs. And the dog. I will say this: the dogs are super cute in this set. It has vigilance, and you can disguise it whenever it's turned face up. Cool. And we got a foil land as well. So I gotta look at. I'm just gonna look what the planes is, because I think it's 277 planes. Open link and a new tab, because I don't want to. Did I say open image new tab? It's foil. You know, one thing I liked about one thing is it says there's an option to switch to foil. There's not one of those options here. Newest release date. Um, I love it doesn't actually change anything. So it's this 13 cents. I'm gonna double the price for that one. 20. I'm gonna make it 25 cents because of the fact I think that's what generally they are. And then we got a clue token. Yay! No one cares about clue tokens. Nice foil land. It does say that's a part of the possibility. So in things. Okay, cool. After that pack, we got pretty sad thing on that one. I'm going to close that one. After that one, after pack 4, we have $43.46. So that was a sad pack. All right, we still got a few more to go. It actually says the best of draft and best superstars. I completely disagree with it so far, but we might get a list card. Who knows? I don't know for sure if we're going to get a list card. But anyways, moving on. We got ourselves Suspicious Detonation. It's 145. It's plus 24 cents. Deals 40. It can't be counters. It costs 3 less if you sacrifice an artifact this turn, and deals some damage to the turn. We got another rot. We have another rot form. 102. We get ourselves Escape Tunnel. This is the first one of these I've seen in this time. I got one in each one of the things before, but 25 cents. It's actually I think honestly better than Evolving Wilds, because you can sacrifice it to make a creature power 2 or less to not be able to be blocked, or you can search out for a land, which is really nice. I think it's really nice. It is 25 cents. So 14, we got Due Diligence, 19 cents. It gives +2/+2. It gives another creature +2/+2 and Vigilance on entry, and then the creature itself is +2/+2 and Vigilance. Crime Stopper Sprite. I think they failed their job. Plus 20 cents. You can collect evidence 6 whenever it enters battlefields. Tap our creature if you put some counter on if evidence was collected. This is actually an interesting card. It's actually difficult to ever play the skies for this one, but it says you can pay for 3. It says whenever it deals common damage, you investigate. This actually works really, really well, but it's kind of weird. I don't understand where it becomes a crocodile. That's the only thing I don't understand. It's decent. It's a great. And I will say detectives is something that's very common in this set. So, Slice from the Shadows. It is 21 cents. It can't be countered in target creature. It's -X, -0 to end of turn. Cool. That's nice. Oh, we got Case of the Gordon, the something Kiss. It's uncommon. If it was dealt, whenever you destroy a target creature that was dealt damage, then if you have 3 more creatures in the graveyard from any turn, which is ridiculously, it's hard to do, then if this case is a 4/4 creature with depth and lifelink in addition to its earth types. It's difficult to do. It's pretty good if you ever get to use it. I don't think anyone's ever going to be able to use it though. It's too difficult. It's really difficult to do. I guess if you could get rid of the cards. We get this card. I don't think I've seen this one before, but anyways, let's see. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for. You search a graveyard, library, or land for a card named Magnifies or Thinking Cap, and put them in your battlefield. If you search your library this way, shuffle. Okay, so if you so if it's your hand, I guess it doesn't matter. I think there's only a few cards in this set that actually have some sort of tokens. These cards feel weird still. Let's see. Card number 31, something enforcer, plus 25 cents. It has flying and lifelink. In my opinion, it's doesn't look like it have flying. But anyways, whenever a detective enters the battlefield under your control, or whenever a detective you control is turned face up, which a lot of them are detectives, it gets +1/+1 at the end of turn. Cool. Nice. Cool. We get ourselves a rare, which is 226. It's Hedge Maze, which is $4.50. That's ridiculous. I think it's actually a good card, though. It is tapped, but you surveil one whenever you get to it, which is nice. We got ourselves a Mythic, guys. It's Mythic Alert. It is not one of the most expensive Mythics, but I will take it. Whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, we'll get me a sleeve over there. A sleeve for both of those cards. Choose one target creature. If it's suspected, exile it. Otherwise, suspect it. And it does say up to one target creature. And we got a case of the Goron's Kiss full form this time. Oh, wonderful. So we have case. Goron's Kiss. Foil. It's 27 cents. Cool. We didn't. Nice. And we got ourselves a basic land. Back to our lovely $2 which is only 12 cents. And honestly, I think lands are basically absolutely nothing. And then we got an art card. Cool. No use for that. There's only 49 of them, so I guess we're going to try to collect them all. No list cards. And honestly, I still know. We got one pack left. But after that pack, pack 5, we are $52.07. When I bought this, I did actually spend $55, so we're probably going to be about even to the actual receipt that I bought. We could still get a list card. I don't know. Definitely got a good value here because we definitely got some good cards. We got ourselves only one Mythic, but so far. Did I miss a Mythic or a land or something? Oh, there's the rare. It's not worth it. All right. Last pack here. We got ourselves number 18. Add 21 cents to that. Whenever it attacks, or enters the battlefield, or attacks, put one counter on target creature with power 2 or less. So, doesn't take very long. I guess you could reduce the thing, but with the power. Oh, it makes it become 1/1. That actually might be a use. There's a use for certain cards that do that. I'll make this 1/1. Okay. This card is ridiculously good. Whenever it enters battlefield under your control, or whenever a detective is turned face up, you may draw a card and discard a card. Then we got ourselves basically a weird kill spell. That's the wrong thing. It's number 8. Clarifies. You deal 3 damage to a target creature. If you draw 2 more cards, deal 5 damage instead. Okay. I think you don't really need to worry about that portion. I think you just do the first part. Agency corner. Sacrifice another creature. If the sacrificed creature was suspected, draw 2 cards instead. Cool. I will never use that. 3/6, I guess. It's not terrible. We got ourselves a 1. Yes. When enters battlefield, surveil 2. You can exile it to put 1 counter on target creature you control, and you can activate only that as only a sorcery. Cool. Just added it twice, so we hope we had this. This card is 256. It is also the same price. We'll save that. All right. Leader's battlefield, surveil 1. There's nothing else to say about that card. It's not. It's just like meh. We got a artwork one here. It's make. Shift. And it is a showcase. It's not foil. It's just showcase. It's 20 cents. Let's see. So basically, this is actually the worst worded card that I've seen so far in the set. When it enters battlefield, you exile target creature and opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield. Then you gain 2 life. But the way it looks like this, the way it looks like for me when I first saw this card, it was like, oh, when it enters battlefield, exile target creature. Opponent controls. When this leaves battlefield, you gain 2 life. That's not what it is, but that's what I thought it was. Oh, we got a. I forgot they put some of these weird cards in here. It is 2/6. So their cards. Can we turn this thing sideways, please? All right. It's exile 2 target cards from. I can't rotate this, unfortunately. Exile 2 hard cards from a single graveyard. Target player gains 2 life and draws a card. Or you can destroy all artifacts and enchantments. I really wish they had been able to see it differently, but it's fine. What on? It is 25 cents. What on earth? I've never seen a creature like this. It has disguise, and it's turned face up. It gains hexproof until end turn. Why would you ever want to do it? So you just pay. Untap it. A creature you control have hexproof and untap them. 110. I don't know if there's ever been a creature that has that exact thing. But holy mac, that's pretty cool. Not worth anything, but add 20 cents. Do a foil here. Crime novelist. Apparently, it's the journal guy. We're gonna get. How? $3.16. When you sacrifice an artifact, put 1 counter on this, and you add when it's okay. I can see it. You put 1 counter on it, and you add a gray, which means you get a cast a spell. But you could cast a spell for free. That is actually quite ridiculous. 196 Detective Samuel. We get 25 cents added to this. Whenever you enters the battlefield, you investigate it twice, then you can tap it to create a Thopter flying, and you can activate it. It's only if sacrificing 1 or more artifacts this turn. We got ourselves. Oh, I actually thought I got this card before. This is actually a really cool card. It's 236. It's only 50 cents, but it has lifelink. And when it enters battlefield, you get a 5/5 creature, White Wolf of Trample. It's really cool. Although I will argue that thing looks kind of like an owl, but then rather than a wolf. Whenever it control attacks, if this thing attacked, target opponent controls blocks a wolf combat if able. Cool. We got a makeshift buying but it's off, but it's foil. Makeshift Balaton, I think. No. Binding is foil. Not showcase. It just. Actually, we can just look at it first. It's foil. It's 22 cents. Cool. And we got an island, which I've already looked at before. Card 273. It's 35 cents. And then we got ourselves a token that you can't use. Oh right, we have one card left. So it's not that card's not gonna be a list card. I already know. There's gonna be 2 cards left. In here, other than a die. Because, and I will notice this because there are 2 cards in here. I think there's also gonna be a token. The cards, one of the cards you couldn't use in the pre-release, if you happen to have gone to a pre-release, you wouldn't be able to use this card in pre-release. There was one card that was like, what? You can't use this thing anyway. It was useless anyways. There's only one Planeswalker in the set. I'm just going to get 2 of these out. I think we only have 2. I'm going to try to open this. We are taking just slightly more than an hour for this. That's fine. I don't want to see the card yet. Oh, one thing also, just for you, when it did go to 2 pre-releases, to both the pre-releases dance, I got this for going to both pre-releases. It's pretty cool looking. Is it worth anything? Probably not. It's probably maybe $1. All right. 2 cards here, and then this thing, which is practically useless. And there's also a promo code here, which I'm not showing because I don't even know which one I've used. All right, the first card is the promo card, which I have to look differently because it is Symbol the Players. That actually sounds like the most realistic card in the entire thing. Assemble the Players. Yep, that seems accurate. Is that one of the cards you couldn't use? Or is it something else? No, it's foil. It's the promo, though. Showcase foil. I guess that's what this is. No, that's not it. Can I not see this, please? I don't think it's actually it's not a showcase. It's definitely the foil. But we're gonna use it as a showcase foil because that's probably probably pretty accurate. What are these other ones? I don't want to see that. Thank you. I would say it's probably realistic for it to be that one. Plus $3.01. Alright, and then we have one more card we couldn't use, and I've got this card before, which is fine with me because it's actually the coolest looking card in this set that I actually saw. And we'll have to look at this differently because it is Volzone. It is Prerelease. Prerelease, and it is foil. You couldn't use this card. Wait, am I looking at that right? Or was it the other one? $15! Hold on one second. $15? And that's what it says, though. It says one of those cards is. I'm gonna look these other ones up just to see what they actually are priced at. Oh my gosh, it's actually kind of. That is super. Ward 3, Vigilance Trample. Whenever it attacks with one X one guard, each creature you control, or X number elves you control. It has to be an elf deck, but add $15 and cents. I want to look up these other ones because of the fact I just wanted to see what they actually are priced at, because I didn't actually look up those before. Tomic, no, Tomic, Planeswalkers get foil for this one. That's not what I'm looking for. It's a different card. Right idea, but not that card. It is Wielder of Law. It's Prerelease foil. Oh, yeah, this is the one I got. This one as well. As I said, it costs one less for each Planeswalker you control. There's only one Planeswalker in the set, so you're only getting that. And it just happens to be those same colors. And the last card we looked at here was... I got this one as well in one of my pre-releases. Melee. I've got all the pre-release cards. I got... Did I get that? I didn't. I think I got that one too, plus $1.07. Yay! So I got the best one. Is there another one? So this card is submit. Back up too, please. I'm gonna have to make a deck of this now because this is so ridiculous. Wrong card. It's Prerelease foil. What was the other option? See, it just says the deal was Prerelease. Wow. So I got the best one out of all that. So after all that, I'm going to go and close that all. You don't need that anymore. After all of that, $70.64. I know we got a little bit, it was a lot. Holy mackerel. And the thing is, I got this one twice in this exact form. Back to the thing. So we got much better than the actual is. I'm going to have to make a deck of this form at some point. Because I think that was probably that was the best pack I had. The other ones I most certainly did not have that good pack. Alright. Last thing before I go ahead and end the stream here. I want to go ahead and talk real quickly. Not too much about it because you don't even see what it is. I'm going to be streaming next week. I changed some things around I'm looking at the wrong week. We're in February. I look at the wrong thing. So I switched some things around, I think. So next week is the balanced school. I just want to check to make sure I understand where I'm going with that, because I just want to make sure that I'm looking at this right, because I think I might have already done that video. Look at my live content. Live. So I think next week, we were on 36 last week, so next week will be 37. I may or may not stream on the 24th. I haven't decided whether I'm going to do that or not. But on the 24th, I will reveal what I plan to do for the month of March. At that point, so that's all for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and we did great off that point. I'll see you guys